Good evening, it's June 22nd, 2016, and I'm here to show you a little bit more of our fireworks stash that we have. You got a lot of 500 gram cakes. This is a honeysucker. You got Nemesis, which is a Maddox cake. In the back is a cutting edge fountain. It's called Amazing. You got a few little 200 gram cakes. You have the FSF brand, which is out of Central Florida. You have cutting edge items, some more FSF. That's a Viva La Raza. Here's a little world-class hot dog. You have some stuff that's actually done pie, which is professional grade. It's great stuff to put off. It goes very high in the air. It's got good color. You have a couple Mega Minis, which is 96 shots. They last a good amount of time. You have a Rack 'em Up, which is FSF also. You have Dominator, Ruby Sky, a couple little ones. This is actually a Pro Hardware box, but it has 73 shells for the mortar racks that I built. Down below, Boys of Summer, which is a fan. We have a Midnight Madness. In the back here, you're going to see there's a lot more stacked up. We have a Velociraptor, a Hot Rod, and these are all still 500 gram cakes. A couple of them don't even have names on them. Down below, you have another Cutting Edge, which is, I believe that one's called Amazing. You have a Party Favor, a Cutting Edge. Down below, you have a Geronimo. And down on the bottom there in the back, it's kind of hard to see without the light, but you have a that's another done pie cake, which is a zipper. It's 192 shots. On the bottom here you have a Pyro Fury, which is another zipper cake. Above it you have a new Cutting Edge Net Warrior, which back to a Selva cake, which is Mucho Bang Bang, which is kind of cool. Boombox has a lot of color. Detonator, I've already shown you this. That's on a previous rack. Symphony of shots. You have Machete, which is a 9-shot round cake. One of my favorite is a FSF cake called Minotaur, which kept 2 of those. You have another one, which is a very good one, and it's a great name, Redneck. My wife sends it like that since she's from the north, right, honey? Mm-hmm. You have a couple 12-shot. Done pie, which is going to be your vertical 2-inch color wave. Miscellaneous box, which is just some odds and ends, stuff that I don't like to buy, but my family does because they like to play with little things.
Sparklers.
A few sparklers, not many. We don't like them. They're no fun. You got some quick views in here. I'll show you more of that in a second. A couple little PFX 228s. You can watch on YouTube, which are kind of neat. There's a little pack here, which is just something that I have to give to folks. And if you'll come over here, which we have laying, is going to be should be enough fuse to get us through with what we're going to be doing. You have this is a Visco fuse, 20 seconds per foot, and then you have a bunch of your quick fuses, which I can get all this from FSF in Central Florida. The fuse connects, we have a box of those. That's from canonfuse.com. We have a bunch of your E-matches. We have a bunch of clips also from Talons. And we have 1,000 foot of shot wire, which is going to be able to get us back as far as we need to go to our igniting systems. Here's the other side of the room where we have some stuff we bought last year from Sky King and Phantom. You have a Jesse James by Big up top, a couple of Phantoms, small 200 gram cakes, a Glitterator, Battle of Saratoga, which was pretty cool. You have Uncle Boom Boom. This is a FSF cake, which is great. It's called Jackass. I had to get this from Phantom last year because it's cut to the Jace for Duck Dynasty. There's a Dominator up top, a Frag. It's a little 200 gram cake. It's very good. Astral Galaxy, a bigger batter, which is at Sky King heavy load. That's last year's items. A couple more last year items. This is mainly just going to be the couple fountains that we have, except for the 15 shot underneath the red, white, and blue up top. And over here is a mix of your 200 grams, but the far right is a 6-shot 500 gram Mammoth Strobe Mini, which is a great firework. You got a lot of different brands up in there mixed in. To start out with something small in this other stack, this is the little snappers. We got a case of them. That'll be the biggest mess that we have the entire time because of the kids and the parents who like to throw stuff at each other, and including me while I'm trying to have a serious show. You got a world-class pigskin. This stuff that I have is stored from since last year. You got a Brothers Wild West. World-class Evil Clown, which is good. There's another rewrap of that, which is from Cutting Edge as well. You have its Go Time World Class. This is another Phantom from last year, Skeeters, which is pretty neat. Down below you have a Shocker by Dominator. This is similar to the Detonator cake. This is for breast cancer awareness. My mother-in-law is a breast cancer survivor, so this is kind of a special cake to our entire family. That's a world-class product. Yeah, there's another Phantom. My wife required me to get that, the Shagadelic Mojo, which is pretty neat. You have a 200 gram Diamondback, which is very loud for a 200 gram cake. Midnight Monsoon, another Phantom. Then you have your Dominator RPG, another Dominator Hammer Time. And then this one kind of looks like me and my son. Back Off, which since my wife says that I'm a baby sometimes, and this kind of looks like this guy over here. You have a United We Stand, which is a nice cake by Cutting Edge, and a True Art by World Class. Now, this is leftover shells we have from last year. There's 73 in this box, even along with the Pro Hardware box. You have some double breaks. You have stuff from Black Widow, which is sold at FSF over in Central Florida. These are some more Black Widows. You have some that I have from Lock and Load from last year. This is I have a couple of these, which are from Copperhead from Phantom, which are very nice. I had to get another one of these. This was the first zipper cake that I really got into. A couple buddies of mine really had a blast with it. This is the old school Wolfpack. It's a non-shot finale, and then you have the X9, which shoots a little bit of a flare out. It's a pretty nice cake. I don't go with those anymore because I'd rather do a lot more of the true 2-inch shells. We have these. My wife has. This year we're going to start something new. We'll have everybody that's here write a name of a loved one or a loved one lost, and we'll be letting these off at the beginning of our show. So we'll fill the sky with baby alien ships. They've not done those before. We've lit off one, and you can see it from a few miles away, which is pretty neat. Alright, here's the final stage of what we have stashed for 2016. These are all 500 gram cakes. On the bottom left over there you have the Jaws. To the right of that you'll have CE90. Right above that is Meltdown, which is basically a similar cake to the Cutting Edge CE90, just a different color. To the right of that is a Selva cake. It's called Broke Ass Cake, obviously. Above that's Gator on Wheels. Right above that is Knuckle Up. To the left is another Atomic Fireball. To the left of that is Head Bash Cutting Edge. Above that is going to be your High Voltage. Right above that is Lone Shark. Then to your right, you'll have one impressive cake, Evil versus Good. Up top, which is a small zipper breaking news, well, fan cake. It's really nice. We got 2 of those we'll be letting off. Here's a nice one, Nutcase, which has Saddam, Bin Laden, and the old Casty over on the right. That's another Selva cake, and then the Redneck Revenge, which I've showed on a previous video. Alright, in the front row of what I've just shown you, we have a new FSF cake called Go Gators, which is really nice color. Above that is another cake by them, which is Go FSU. There's another High Voltage. You got a weapon of choice. You got 3 200 gram last year's Lion Pride. The Cockfight you have, which is another 500. Here's a really nice double break cake, which is a T-Rex. Down below is a Survival of the Fittest Cutting Edge. Here's a really pretty cake, inside and out. Selva's, that's going to be your Girls with Guns. Over to the right of that is Flyover, that's 2 finale cakes. Above that you have the new White Lightning, which isn't the 30 shot. It's going to have a lot less shots. It's going to be 9, but it's really good. Another Detonator. 2 Mammoth Crackles, which is Dominator, and this is going to be pretty much our entire 200 gram cake section. I got several of these Ball 724s. I got about a dozen Dominions. Also, you got Maddox. Here's going to be for your diamond mine. We got cases of everything. We didn't buy any individuals. Here's a nice one by FSF, Top Secret, which is just a plain wrap. That's probably one of the nicest 200 gram cakes. You have one here that's called Sweet 16, or Sweet with 16 shots, 200 gram. On the ground, going down, you're going to have 2 Zippers Battle Zones from Cutting Edge. Down below is a nice Touch of Gold, which is a really, really bright cake. There's another cake of your, or a case of the 12-shot vertical wave, the color shells, 2-inch shells. I also got a case inside of the 25-shot instant fans, the Crackles by Dunpie, which is a Dominator. All the Dunpie is the Pro 1.4. Futurama, that's going to be all your little fish flying around in the air. Alright, and here's, you have a couple wheels, which is another Pro 1.4. We'll put it on a fence post. I have 2 of those. I have a white and a blue. I couldn't get the red, which they'll be neat. There's the 40-shot angle mortar rack that I built, which will be using a lot of our shells at once. It's going to be for the grand finale at the end. Down here I have 36 Qs. I have more inside also. I just got these, which are pretty cool. It's a multi-tool. It doesn't cause any sparks for cutting fuse. Here's a 300 foot. That's going to be a perfect fuse, which is a new design. It burns really well. I have 6 slices from the Pro 1.4 series also, which are going to be very good as far as color, height, width, everything. It's supposed to be about 100 plus feet in the air, anywhere from 200 to 300 feet wide is what it said. Here's some more fuse connects. I figured I'm going to need more. That's from canonfuse.com. A lot of this stuff I did get from Amazon, but most of my fuses and the fuse connects, it's better to get it from Canon Fuse. Here's going to be my wife's over here pointing to these stupid fire sabers. She made me get a case of these. And as I mentioned before, this is for all the kids and adults who act like children. So they can do whatever. They just got to point them the opposite way of all my important stuff. But it's going to be fun for them. Using liquid nails, extreme heavy duty. That's going to allow me to take and remove all the tops for trash. I'll remove all the bottoms also. I'll put a little bit on each area. That way I can fix them to a board. Everything will be connected, as I mentioned before. All fuses and tops will be covered. This is your tinfoil tape. You can get that at Home Depot. It's not too expensive. Your box backing tape, you got to get it at U-Haul. A lot of the other stuff has a very slick exterior and it does not stick, so it comes apart. Are you really? You're trying? You have to eat a Tootsie Roll while we're filming, honey? Really? We like to have a lot of fun in our family. I have the most beautiful wife in the world, and I have the most awesome son, who right now, it's beside the point, but he's at a FWC camp. Far away from us, no electronics, can't call us, we can't call him. It really bothers me, but a boy's got to be a boy. Down below the top rack is these were 2 10-shot racks, but I added 5 more in the center, so I'm not going to put cakes in there. So that way, in the grand finale, I'll have a total of 70 shells firing at once, and I'll have these going. Probably not going to do any cakes on the finale, maybe 1 or 2. It's just going to be all shells firing. Alright, this is the case that I showed you a minute ago, Futurama. There's 6 in a case. It's Cutting Edge. These are all golden fish. They go up and just scatter all over the sky. It's pretty neat. It's red burst right at the beginning and then goldfish everywhere. This is just a bunch of cakes that I'm going to be fixing up on one board. I have more high voltage over on the other side. I have more of each one of these. I got cases of everything. Mach 12, which is a little one I didn't mention. This little Comet Blast right here is probably the loudest cake that I've ever seen for the size, and it goes 45 feet in the air. You have the Creeper also, which is another 200 gram. Another hot dog. Another Viva La Raza, more sweet. This is going to be a little one by Dominator Air Defense. It's a rewrap also. You have another Cockfight in the front. Dominion, another nutcase. Knuckle Up and Lone Shark in the back. That about wraps up my stash for 2016. it's gonna be a great show. Last an hour, hour and a half. I just wish that I had more room to put everything. But with everybody that's coming, it should be a great time. Don't you think, honey?
Yep.
Oh, you're being shy. Thanks for watching. You know, I took it over from my wife for a second so she could go let our dog in. It is kind of hot out down here. But we look forward to 4th of July. As I mentioned before, we're going to celebrate it this way. We love it. Friends and family are going to be over. And just keep watching. This will be the last update before I wire everything up. And thanks for watching this video. I will keep you in the loop of how it's going. And I will be filming the show, hopefully. And all will go well. I'm ready for the year, my year to start, 4th of July.